Very good evening. Today we are going to discuss about first language English 2024 exam 3 first language English model key answers. So let's start. Question made number 1. It's a multiple choice question. Total 6 questions are there, each carrying 1 mark for a 6 marks. First one. My father is dash honorable man, so he is bestowed with a dash most prestigious award in the country. The appropriate article to be filled in the blanks are. Okay, then it's right answer. Which one? My father is an honorable man, so he is bestowed with the most prestigious award in the country. That's why it's the right answer, option C. Then question number 2, the lady will come to the door. The appropriate question tag to be added is, okay, won't she? Won't she? Option B, right answer. The lady will come to the door. Won't she? ಅವಳು ಬರೋದಿಲ್ವೇನೋ in Kannada we ask. Okay, then next question number 3. He dash the hazardous task and won the appreciation of all. Okay, the correct phrasal verb to be used here: option A, carried out; option B, carried away; option C, carried with; option D, carried in. Then it's right answer, option A, carried out. Option A, carried out. He carried out the hazardous task and won the appreciation of all. Question number 4. The man began elbowing his way through the crowd. The parts of a speech of the underlined word is a or an. Okay, option A, noun; option B, adverb; option C, adjective; option D, verb. Then it's right answer, option D, verb. Okay, elbowing, it's a verb. Then question number 5. The wounded tiger attacked the hunter and he was unable to dash himself. The suitable antonym of the underlined word to be filled here is option A, defeat; option B, damage; option C, defend; option D, destroy. Then it's right answer, option C, defend. The wounded tiger attacked the hunter and he was unable to defend himself. Option C, right answer. Then sixth one, inquisitive. Okay, inquisitive wisps peeped often over her forehead. The figure of speech used here, okay, option A, personification; option B, metaphor; option C, simile; option D, alliteration. Then it's right answer, option A, personification. Personification, right answer. Then question made number 2. Observe the relationship in the first pair of words and complete the second pair accordingly in following. Okay, in Kannada, however they ask, ಮೊದಲ ಪದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದಂಥ ಎರಡನೇ ಪದವನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲಾಗಿದೆ, ಮೂರನೇ ಪದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದಂಥ ನಾಲ್ಕನೇ ಪದವನ್ನು ಬರೀರಿ. How they ask, like that only here they asked. Seventh one question, burn. Okay, then burnt. Okay, spend, its answer spent. Okay, eighth one, potent, powerful. Okay, then stupefy, it's shocked. Stupefy, shocked. Stupefy. Then ninth one, pray. Okay, then gate. Okay, it's answer GAIT, gate. That's all, gate. Then 10th one, youth, young. Okay, then agility, agile. Then question made number 3, rewrite as a directed, each carrying 1 marks. Here total 3 questions are there for 3 marks. 11th one, change the voice of the sentence. Some students have helped the wounded men. Then it's a voice. Whenever we change a voice, the wounded men have been helped by some students. Okay, its answer. Transfer the following into an exclamatory sentence. It is an extremely happy reunion. Okay, what a happy reunion it is. What a happy reunion it is. Question number 13. Rewrite the sentence using the punctuations. Are there no volunteers? Okay. Are there no volunteers? She asked. Are there no volunteers? It's a what? Into inverted comma. Here also into inverted comma. And she asking questions. Are there no volunteers? Question mark. She asked. Full point. Okay. Question main number 4. Answer the following questions in a sentence each carrying 1 mark. 4 ones are 4. Then 14th one, question C. Why was the girl happy that it was a short journey? Answer. She couldn't bear to sit in a train for more than 3 hours. Okay. Why was a girl happy that it was a short journey? She couldn't bear to sit in a train for more than 3 hours. That's why she was happy. Question number 15. Who opens the door of the cake shop when Pierre knocks on it for the first time? Okay. Then its answer Gaultier. Gaultier. 16th one. Why was Bune angry after catching the ball? The ball struck him in the midriff like a red hot cannonball. Okay, 17th one question. What does T-signs? What does T-signs refer in the poem Butto? Archery. T-signs means archery. Question main number 5. Answer the following questions in 2 or 3 sentences each carrying 2 marks. Total 7 questions are there. 7 2s are 14. Then 18th one question. How did the narrator assume that the couple who saw the girl off were her parents? They seemed very anxious about her comfort. The woman gave the girl detailed instructions about the safety. Question number 19. Interpret the vision of free market economy by the enthusiast. Okay, then answer. When all India, when all of India will look like the United States, the reassuring glow of McDonald and Pepsi shines all along the highway. Question number 20. This the persevest which makes the love more strong, explain. Okay, the love more strong, explain. The speaker has passed his childhood, youth and old age. Now he is in his deathbed. He asked his friend to realize this with would help his love become stronger. Question number 21. How is the end of the female crane suggested by Manmohan Singh? Answer. The female bird kisses the feathers of the male bird, sits on them to bring it back to life. A wave of the seas she had never seen came to her from far away and carried her to him. Question number 22. Why did Drona demanded sad recompense? Sad recompense from Bhutto. Answer. Drona had promised Arjuna that he would be the greater archer, but Bhutto had mastered all the skills better and would become the competitor, tough competitor. Question number 23. How was Ben left marooned in the island? Answer. Ben had been on Captain Flint's ship when the treasure was buried. Ben had returned in another ship to look for the treasure 3 years ago, but when pirates could not find it, his shipmates left him marooned in the island. Question number 24. Give any 2 examples to prove that the Cyclops were not civilized in their habitation. Answer. The Cyclops cave was rudely fashioned. The pillars which supported it were in the natural state of the tree. Question main number 6. Rewrite as a directed. Okay, these are 2 marks question. Total 3 questions are there. 3 to the 6 marks. 25th question. Combine the following sentences using to and to. Okay, and so that not. Okay, to and so that not. He is good. He does not deceive anyone. Okay, he is too good to deceive anyone. He is too good to deceive anyone. He is so good that he cannot deceive anyone. Question number 26. Change the following sentence to reported speech. Pierre said, I know because I counted them this morning. Pierre said that what he knew because he had counted them at a morning. Question number 27. Change the following sentence to the other degrees of comparison. Hema is more scholarly than most other candidates. Answer. Very few candidates are as scholarly as Hema. It's a positive degree. Hema is one of the most scholarly candidates. Superlative degree. Then question main number 7. Answer the following questions in 5 or 6 sentences each. Each carrying 3 marks. Total 6 questions are there. 6 3s are 18 marks. 28th one. Why did Mr. Frank take much time? Why did Mr. Frank take much time to publish Anne's diary? Answer. Otto Frank broke down after every few page. As his old mother was still alive, he started copying the manuscript for her. He had to leave out some passages as they were too intimate or hurt other people's feelings. His friends also urged him to have Anne's diary published as she herself had wished. Initially, the manuscript was refused by two well known Dutch publishers. A third decided to accept it. Question number 29. How does Basavanna illustrate that God is present within ourselves? Many people believed that building a temple is only way to please God. But Basavanna is one of the opinion that human body is the temple. He compares the legs to pillars, the human body to the shrine, the head to the cupola of gold. Through this idea, Basavanna illustrates the presence of God. Question number 30. The stolen boat experiences the stolen boat experience creates a lasting memory on the poet justify. Answer. Young William Wordsworth loves rowing the boat. He feels proud of his skills, enjoying the mountain echoes and the reflection of moon in the water. As he rows, the pleasurable experience is troubled by his guilty conscience. He feels scared of his stealthy act. The approaching peaks creates a frightening experience. The mountain was towering up between him and the stars. With trembling oars, he rose and left the boat in its morning place. The mysterious shapes and images haunts him. Question number 31. Cite examples to show how the nature and the haunters disturb stones on the wall. Answer. During the spring mending time, the speaker tells his neighbor about the broken wall. They meet in the yard carrying the boulders, which are like leaves and balls. The speaker uses his magic spell to balance the stones. He says that his apples won't get across to eat the pines of his neighbor. The speaker enjoys this task of mending the wall, which is like an outdoor game. Question number 32. Explain the ways in which Duryodhana restored Karna's honor. Duryodhana stand up to support Karna when he was humiliated due to his lineage. Duryodhana what obtains the assent of Bhishma and Dhritarashtra to crown Karna as the king of Anga. He performs all the necessary rites. He invests Karna with the sovereignty of the kingdom of Anga. He give him the crown, jewels, and other royal insignia. Question number 33rd. How did Louis Pasteur help the brewers in Lille? Louis Pasteur carries out experiments in breweries in Lille. One of the manufacturers consulted Pasteur about his beer which was turning bad. Pasteur discovered all sorts of things that he did not know before about yeast. He became certain that yeast was alive with cells. When these cells are healthy and the yeast acted well, but if they were diseased, the yeast and the beer went wrong. For this question, they asked another one R type question. Describe the attitude of men and women towards work in the workers' paradise. Answer. Men in the workers' paradise say we haven't a moment to spare. Women whisper, let's move on. Time's flying. Time is precious. We have our hands full. We make use of every single minute. They sigh complainingly. Uh, the they sighed complainingly. Their words made them happy and exalted. They worked throughout the day without leisure. Question number 8. Explain with reference to context. Total 5 questions are there, each carrying 3 marks. 5 threes are 15 marks. 34th one. You want to draw water from the torrent. Answer. Lesson. A Wrong Man in a Worker's Paradise. Author Rabindranath Tagore. The girl of the Worker's Paradise said this to Idler. Every day when the girl went to the torrent, the idler would stand by the stream. The girl felt pity on the man and wanted to know whether he needed work. The idler asked for one of the pitchers. Question number 35. Maybe the hair on my head were numbered. Lesson. The Gift of Maggie. Author O. Henry. Then Della sacrifices her long hair to buy a platinum for chain for Jim's watch. When Jim returns from work, he simply stares at her fixedly with a peculiar expression on his face. Della tells him that she had trimmed her hair to buy him a what Christmas present. She consoles him, saying her hair grows awfully fast. Question number 36. My husband is out and I have nothing for you. Lesson. The Pea and the Tart. Author Hugh Chesterman. Morrison said the Pire. Jean and Pire are two vagabonds. They were dying of hunger and cold, so they decide to go for begging. Jean knocks the door of the cake shop and asks for alms. Marion opens the door, sends him away. Question number 37. She looked down to blush and she looked up to sigh. Answer. Poem Lochinvara. Poet Sir Walter Scott. Lochinvara enters the Netherby Hall. The girl whom he loved very dearly was getting married to a laggard. Lochinvara hides his real intention from Alan's father. He tells that he was there just for a wedding dance with Alan and also to drink wine. Alan offers Lochinvara goblet of wine. When both start dancing in the hall, Alan blushes and looks down. She also expresses her sadness with a sigh. Question number 38. For all my mouthless body leeched. Poem CLM. Poet John Masefield. John Masefield writes the poem in memory of his mother, Carolina L. Masefield. She died while giving a birth to her sixth child. The poet feels that every child she bore brought about a partial death of her. He says that, like a leech, he sucked mother's life for his own growth. Question number 9. Quote from memory. And it dash 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 was mine, or the rich dash 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 gold. Okay, then see those two stanzas. And it grew both day and night till it bore an apple bright, and my foe beheld it what shine, and he knew that it was mine. You can able to write this also, practice this one also, or practice another one is there. The rich will make a temple for Shiva. What shall I, a poor man, do? My legs are pillars, the body the shrine, the head a cupola of gold. Question main number 10. Answer the following questions in 7 to 8 sentences each carrying 4 marks. Total 3 questions are there. 3 4s are 12 marks. 40th one question. Contrast the harsh lessons and the truth about the world the poet father wants his son to learn. Okay, any 8 points. The harsh lesson of life, all men are not just. For every enemy, there is a friend. Don't follow the crowd. For every selfish politician, there is a dedicated leader. For every enemy, there is a friend. The truth about the world. Not to follow the crowd, to filter all he hears on a screen of truth. There is no shame in tears. Everyone is getting on the bandwagon. People sell their brain and brawn to highest bidders. They put out a price tag to the soul. Question number 41. Explain how C.V. Raman describes the country of the water in the countryside. Explain how C.V. Raman describes the beauty of the water in the countryside. There is nothing which adds so much to the beauty of the countryside as water. Little stream trickling over the rocks or a little pond by the wayside looks pleasing to the eyes. The rain-fed tanks are a cheering sight when they are full. Some of the tanks are surprisingly large. It is a beautiful sight to see the sunrise or set over them. C.V. Raman compares water in a landscape to the eyes on a human face. It reflects the mood of the hour. It bright and gay when the sun shines. It what turns dark and gloomy when the sky is overcast. For this question, they asked another one type question. How did Pasteur discover a cure to anthrax? Then she answer. Louis Pasteur found out first of all that a cow could not have anthrax twice. Then he began to wonder whether it would not be possible to make a cow and even a man a little ill with anthrax so that they might not get it again. He collected some sheep, goats, and cows and divided them into two lots. To one lot, he gave injections of the what injection of his weak anthrax germs. The other lot was left alone. Then, on a certain day, all the animals were infected with the most deadly anthrax germs. On the third day, all the 2 dozen animals that had first been protected by the weak germs were perfectly well. The deadly injection had not done them harm at all. Of the other 2 dozen animals, 22 were dead and the other two were dying. Question number 42. Write about Gandhiji's comments on action. What prompted by motive of happiness in another world. Gandhiji says that action done for comforts and the personal happiness in other world is non-moral. The action is moral which is done only for the sake of doing good. State Francis Xavier passionately prayed that his mid might always remain pure. For him, devotion to God was not for enjoying a higher seat after death. He prayed because it was a man's duty to pray. State Teresa, Saint Teresa wished to have torch in the right hand to burn the glories of heaven. She wished to have vessel of water in her left hand to extinguish the fires of hell. She wanted to serve God for God from love alone without the fear of hell. For this question, they asked another one R type question. Describe the uncertainty and what disorganization among the players of the village cricket match. Okay, then answer, there was a doubt and confusion among the warriors of Forden. Then the blacksmith forgot about his sprained ankle and began to run. The baker also set out. From the other end, Joe also set out on his mission. The blacksmith and the baker ran with their heads turned not only upwards but also backwards as well. The three met with a magnificent clang. There was uncertainty among the invaders too. Mr. Hodge couldn't take good decision. Mr. Hawker, Boone and Livingston and Southcott were running to catch the ball. Mr. Hodge yelled at Livingston to catch the ball. Southcott, a disciplined cricketer, stopped dead. The next, Mr. Hodge reversed his decision and asked Mr. Southcott to catch the ball. But Livingston didn't hear. The second order went straight on. They collided with each other. Question main number 11. Read the following passage carefully and answer the questions given below. Okay, 4 mark question. It's a two questions are there, each carrying 2 marks. Then 43rd paragraph you have to see. The success of a major operation depends on the intensive post-operative care of the patient. Because of prolonged anesthesia and extensive surgical trauma, the patient is often in a worse shape after the operation than before. The first few days after an operation are most dangerous. During this critical period, the patient is under constant surveillance in the post anesthetic recovery room or in an intensive care unit. Specially trained nurses and doctors use electronic monitoring devices to detect deviations in the patient's vital functions. Closed circuit television cameras allow constant observation of the patient, but keen senses of a skilled nurse are still required to ensure the best after care of the sick. Okay, then see the two questions. What is the success of a major operation depends on? Okay, it depends on the intensive post-operative care of the patient, the prolonged anesthesia and the extensive surgical trauma. The patient is in worse shape. Then B question, how do the nurses and doctors ensures best post-operative care? They use electronic monitoring devices to detect deviations in the patient's vital functions. Closed circuit television cameras allow constant observation. Question main number 12. Write an essay of about 18 to 20 sentences on any one of the following topics. Okay, here one essay for 5 marks. Then 44th question. Forests provide a lung space to the people. Forests provide a lung space to the people. Then B. Adverse effect of a social media on youngsters. These are common topics. Several times they ask like these topics in exam. In your essay, matter contains 2 marks, sequence step by step 2 marks, and your language accuracy 1 mark, total 5 marks. Then question main number 13. Imagine you are a Mithali or Mithun of a government high school Belgavi. Write a 45th question. Write a letter to your friend guiding her or him on how to score the best marks in the examination. It's carrying 5 marks. Or another one they given, if you want write that also, or if you want write this one also. Imagine you are Renuka Ranjit of the government high school Gadag. Write a letter to the editor of a newspaper regarding the pathetic conditions of the streets and lanes in your area. For letter format 2 marks, matter 2 marks, language accuracy 1 marks, total 5 marks. In second language playlist I kept separately essays and letter writings. Okay, go and watch once those, they are helpful to get a good marks in English. Okay, up to now we discussed SSLC first language English exam 3. model key answers. Hopefully these model key answers are helpful to you to prepare well for your exam and score more in first language. Okay, if you feel these are helpful, then share to your friends and other groups also. And you also, okay, what, make a bell notifications yourself and suggest to your friends also, and subscribe. Thank you so much.